Greetings for everyone who is following us. We are Chabos TV. We are here to chat with you about our past. My name is Emily Rukundo. I'm 21 years old. I'm from Bubanza Province, Handa Commune. We are going to go in the past to remember one thing which is very important for all Burundians and those who are abroad out of the country. Don't forget to click on subscribe, to like, subscribe and share so that our story goes very far in order to reach many people. But everyone could ask himself, what is karyenda? That is the story that you are going to dialogue today so that we know it very well. Karyenda was a kingdom drum in ancient time which was made in a umurama tree. Umurama was a tree, very strong, which they chose to make it in. So why that drum was very important? First of all, umurama, that tree was a very important. The reason why they made a karyenda in it. Karyenda was very important because it represented honor, respect, and the power of the kingdom of Burundi. But we can ask ourselves, there is no other drums in the country, there was only karyenda. The answer is no. Even though karyenda is very important and the best drum that was used in the kingdom of Burundi, there is the other one. For example, there is another drum. For example, rukinzo was another drum which was used. But the difference between rukinzo and karyenda didn't be played, but rukinzo was played all days in the morning and in the afternoon. But what you have to know on karyenda is that karyenda represented the honor, the respect, and the power of the country. And even a king respected. Every Burundian respected karyenda because of what it represented. But we can ask ourselves, why today things are different? Why don't we see karyenda today? Everyone can ask that question. Let's see what happened in the ancient time in order that karyenda disappeared. There is a succession of kings. We have 4 tribes of kings in ancient time. We have Mwezi, Mutaga, Nyambutsa, and Ntare. Those 4 tribes of kings, their succession didn't change anything about karyenda. If Ntare is on rule, he rules and he gives other one, Mutaga, and they followed one each other without a problem. They use karyenda when they are celebrating, when they are in the beginning and at the end of the year. They use karyenda. A king used the karyenda to give ear to his people. Then karyenda wasn't played because of the honor it represented. He just take 2 sticks and beats around it, but the karyenda didn't be played. But rukinzo be played every day. How things have been changed. In ancient time, in 1966, things went wrong. the President Michel Michombero was not a king, but a king was Henry V in 1966. Henry V wanted to visit his friend in DRC, and Michel Michombero made a rebellion. It means things were changed because of that rebellion made by, even the things were not like what was in ancient time. There was the first prince. The reason why Mr. Prince Rwigwa Gasore was a prince, but the respect that karyenda represented was the same. There was the first prince like Gasore, but the party of Umuganuro continued like that since that time. Things were changed only in 1966 when a rebellion made. Yes, but how and where karyenda has been taken, the reason why we don't see it here. So, in 1966, because things were changed, white men entered in our country and changed everything. They bring their beliefs, their wish in us. What do we have to know? Those white men are more powerful than us, because they had been taught, they had been educated, they have a power to teach us, to change our minds, because we were illiterate, nothing we knew. Then they changed our beliefs, because in the ancient time we believed in God. We have someone like a bridge, Mr. Kiranga. We believed that Kiranga was a bridge from people to God. Then even ancient Burundians believed in that. Then they send Mr. Kiranga to God and beg to God what we want as Burundian. We believed in Kiranga. But when white men came here in our country, things were different. They told us that Jesus is a way, the truth, and life. Then that it was not needed to send someone. We can arrive, we can reach God ourselves without sending someone else. It means they tried to convince us. How we can change things. Then because we were illiterate, because we were not educated, we changed our mind to follow their beliefs and their ideas. They tried to give us good things. For example, they gave us food which comes from outside. They gave us clothes. They taught us many things so that we change our minds. And when things changed, we started to believe what white men believed. And even the government, the kingdom was eliminated, and the republic governments began since 1966 due to Michel Michombero. Then we can ask ourselves today where karyenda is. Because they see that we were full, they take our drum, which gave us happiness, which gave us power, which gave us blessings, and they take it away. Then the problems began. Wars, poverty, hunger began in our country, Burundi, and even in the whole Africa. Because they see that we were crazy, they stole us, our drum, our blessing drum, the drum which gave us everything we wanted. Exactly, karyenda drum is in Belgium. It had been stolen with the white men because they know the importance of that drum. But as an advice, young people like me, why do we love things from outside. Don't we love our things? Nowadays, young people don't like Burundian things, and we have already changed even our culture. For example, here in Burundi, we play films. But young of today don't love those films. They go outside, they watch outside the films, for example, films of white men. But we forget that our things that will make us to be rich, will make us to be known outside of the country. We forget it. That is not good. Then everything that we are making in our times, we forget our culture. We forget karyenda, which will make us happy. Exactly, karyenda drum is in Belgium. It had been stolen with the white men because they know the importance of that drum. And as an advice, young people, why do we love things from outside? Don't we love our things? Nowadays, young people don't like Burundian things, and we have already changed even our culture. For example, here in Burundi, we play films. But young of today don't love those films. They go outside, they watch outside the films, for example, films of white men. But we forget that our things that will make us to be rich, will make us to be known outside of the country. Everything that we are making in our times, we forget our culture. We forget karyenda, which will make us happy. And another question that I would ask to young people, why don't we decide to bring back karyenda, which gave us happiness? And what I would like to tell those young like me, we see that since when karyenda started in 1966, we've lost the blessings of God. Then what are we planning as young people in order to turn it back? And what I can consolate our parents. Me, I'm 21 years old. I didn't spend 5 years with knowing that news. I've studied about karyenda, about ancient Burundian kingdom when I was at school. But I would like to ask my parents or others' parents, how someone who is not educated, who didn't go at school, will know this story. It is a duty to parents. They have to teach children, young like me, in order to know this so that we will progress in our future. The problem is, we young don't listen to our parents. We disrespect them. We look down upon them. We don't listen to them. We've seen the importance of karyenda in ancient time. And we've seen what happened since the time when karyenda is stolen and taken away out of our country, Burundi. Things is wrong now. Things are wrong because of that thing happened in the past. And the problem will continue if we don't have something we do. Thank you very much. I thank you all my followers. And I wanted that this video be taken out of the country, be watched by everyone, and be dialogued by Burundi lovers who are outside or inside the country.